Today, I'm doing shrimp for y'all 3 different ways. Now, this is what I've just done is the purest, most beautiful form of the shrimp. And that's just a straight, boiled shrimp. And I'm also gonna show y'all how I fry my shrimp. But the biggest prize of all today is gonna be a New Orleans barbecue shrimp. And it has nothing to do with barbecue sauce. I've made a wonderful brew back here, and I don't know if I could do it again if I had to, because it's one of those things I keep dumping and tasting, dumping and tasting. But every time I go to New Orleans, I have to go to Deen's. She's got 2 locations. One's like near the water and one's downtown. And that woman cooks the best barbecue shrimp I've ever put in my mouth. And I was in there the last time and I asked her, I said, Deen, you want to tell me how you do those barbecue shrimp, girls? She said, well, it's a lot of butter. And I saw that it had Italian herbs in it, Italian spices. So I make mine with water, beer, olive oil, lots of butter, lots of garlic, and I put a can of seafood stock in there, and it just turns out delicious. And I put salt, I put onion powder in it, and this is so incredibly good. Now, a barbecue shrimp should be cooked with its head on, because that head is where all your flavor is. And I'm gonna bathe them in that wonderful magical brew I've got going. And that flavor from those shrimp heads are just gonna explode in that brew. And they're gonna be so good. And I got a loaf of French bread that we're gonna use for sopping, because you serve this in a bowl so you can get all your juices. All right, a boiled shrimp is a boiled shrimp. Now you can boil it any way you want to. We put a seafood seasoning in ours. For boiled shrimp, there's a little restaurant here in town. It's kind of a secret, not a lot of people go to it, but maybe one day I'll tell you the name and where it is. But they do good boiled shrimp. All right, so do you know how to peel a shrimp? I start by breaking the legs apart, just like that. And then you just pull that shell off from the bottom, pull all the little legs off, and you leave that one joint. You see that shrimp? That's a perfectly cooked shrimp. And how do I know that? Because it had movement in it. See that movement? If it was overcooked, you couldn't jiggle that shrimp. So that's how simple it is. I'm gonna put that one back. And you can squeeze them with lemon juice. You can sprinkle them with extra seafood seasoning. I love to serve mine with drawn butter. I know you're shocked, but that drawn butter is so good. But I'll usually have 3 condiments to go with it. I'll have the cocktail sauce, I'll have tartar sauce, and then I'll have drawn butter for anybody that's kind of like me. I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. Okay, so now we're moving on to our fried shrimp, y'all. In this dish, I've got probably a half a bottle of my hot sauce, a couple of eggs, and a little water. And this is the same bath water that we soak our chicken in. So if it's good enough for our chicken, it should be good enough for our shrimp. All right, so this is just panko and self-rising flour that I have mixed together. And it wouldn't hurt your shrimp at all, to bathe in that hot sauce for a while. All right. So into the hot sauce and then into the panko. And I want to show you that I've butterflied my shrimp. I like to open them up all the way. It's like you get twice as much shrimps. Shrimps, that's a word, right? We were talking about that earlier. And I really like to do these up ahead of time. Say if I'm having shrimp for dinner, you know, do these at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and just put them in the refrigerator. And that way they have a chance to dry out and that panko mixture will really stick good to it. Okay, so I think we got us a pan full. I've got my fryer on 350. And this is just like the ball shrimp, y'all. We don't want to overcook them. Listen to those things popping. Michael was kind enough to, when he came in from work today, he was kind enough to call the docks down at Lazaretta Creek and find out if they had any shrimp. And they did, so he went and got them for me. I'm gonna need a little paper towel to drain those on. Okie doke, let's take a look at them. Whoa! What y'all think? These are wild Georgia shrimp, y'all. The shrimp boats come in every afternoon to Lazaretta Creek. And anytime, okay, buddy, I don't want to burn you. Anytime we want fried shrimp, we just go out there to Lazaretta Creek and get our fresh shrimp, and there's nothing like them.
I'm Charles Russo Jr. My grandfather came over, A.C. Matthews, in the early 1900s, and he had 2 brothers he brought over later on. My grandfather was born in America. His 2 brothers were born in Italy, and the 3 of them sort of started in the fish business. So he started on Waters Avenue. We started on Waters Avenue in 1946. And we outgrew that. We've been over here for like 46 years at 40th and Abercorn. And, you know, doing real well. We've really built it up over the years. What makes wild Georgia shrimp, our local shrimp, better than any other shrimp in the world? Okay, first place, the marsh and the salinity and everything, we have a great tasting shrimp. Most of all of our shrimp are on 1 or 2 day boats. And that means they go out, they drag, they're not catching thousands of pounds, so the shrimp are headed. They're still good, firm, beautiful quality when we get them. Now you've got a shelf life on a good local shrimp that came off a 1 or 2 day boat for, let's say, a week if you keep it ice washed and proper. Shrimp from all around the world, they pond raise them, have no flavor to them. Now they catch shrimp down in the Gulf of Mexico, which, you know, sometimes we've seen those, they come up fresh, but they have an iodine-y taste. They don't taste as good as ours. So as far as the taste and everything else, ours is the greatest shrimp going. Okay, the question is the 2 species of shrimp that we get here locally. The brown shrimp is, we have a May prawn that usually when the season starts in May, and these shrimp are the ones that spawn, that we get a white shrimp in September, October. The brown shrimp is usually in the summertime, and it's mostly just a medium shrimp. We usually don't get too large of a brown shrimp. Both of them, as far as the taste, both of them are excellent, you know, mostly because of the conditions and all, but, you know, the quality of our shrimp, you just can't beat them. It's all in the cooking, so if you get a larger shrimp, we recommend when we're cooking, not over about a minute. Once it turns pink, you've already seasoned the water and everything, salt, Old Bay, or whatever you season it with. But the main thing on a shrimp is don't overcook it, because from time to time, some people will come back to us and say, oh, Lord, they were tough or whatever. Well, the thing is, they cooked them for 3 or 4 minutes. They've cooked all the goodie out of it. The brown shrimp and the white shrimp, 6 in one, half a dozen the other. If you get the good quality shrimp, that's the main thing, the good quality shrimp. You can't have something that's a week old and, you know, try to compare it to something. So, yeah, both of them are equally good. favorite recipe for boiled shrimp, and that's just a matter of, even though we do thousands of pounds, peel and devein, makes it easier for the customer. It's a pretty simple thing, but I prefer just taking it easy the old-fashioned way of like a good medium, which will be like a 31, 35, which is a decent sized shrimp, and cook them, let them soak a little bit, and then peel and devein them from the shell. It just seems to have, even though they haven't been deveined, we can devein it and leave the shell on. That's about the best size. It's just done with salt and Old Bay. Don't put anything else in it. The main thing is don't overcook it, about a minute, and that's all you need. My favorite recipe, well, I have several of them. Stuffed shrimp. We take a jumbo shrimp and butterfly it, which we call peel and devein, and lay it open flat and stuff it with our devil crab mix. That's excellent. Just like Forrest Gump said, there's a recipe for every kind of shrimp, and everybody likes a different kind, so that's basically my couple. I love my life and my job. I've been lucky. I guess I came up with my father on Waters Avenue, and even though it's hard in the seafood business, you got your name on the sign, and you grow with it. Now, as you get older, I guess it bothers you a little bit more to get up and be down here at 6 o'clock in the morning and go through what you got to go through to turn out a quality product. But my name's on the sign. Family's been doing it since, like I say, 46. So it's something that I'm really proud of, that we have grown this much from 46 to 16.
I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all. Michael.
Hey.
Hey. I so much appreciate you going and getting those
they
shrimp
look so
for
good.
me. Yeah, because I'm doing shrimp 3 ways today.
Oh, good.
Thank you. Thank you for going and getting them. Michael goes out to Lazaretta Creek, y'all, and gets our shrimp like head on. The first time I ever had a barbecued shrimp, I was with you. We were in New Orleans, and we went to Deeney's, and I thought I had died and gone to heaven, Michael.
man.
And Deeney kind of told me what was in it, but you remember I've made this one other time, and remember we said we thought it was better than Deeney's?
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Remember how good it was. So I think it is hot. Just sip it.
Oh, yeah.
That tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to tell y'all what I've got in it. I got a bottle of beer. I got 3 sticks of butter. I got a large can of seafood stock. I've got Italian seasonings in it. In fact, I've got all these beautiful herbs out in the yard. That's oregano and rosemary. Tons of garlic, some water, some olive oil. One day I'm gonna have to really formulate this. Now we're using heads on shrimp because when you do barbecue shrimp, you wanna be able to tear that head off and suck that head, much like a crawfish.
Yeah.
But there is so much flavoring in that head, and it's just gonna come alive in this bath that we're fixing to give it. And Michael, some of the shrimp are big, but some are not.
Yeah, they're mixed. It's early in the season,
Yeah.
so they're kind of mixed up.
So I'm just, look, I can pick them up and put them in there just like that, can't I?
Yeah.
So this is a meal fit for a king, y'all. And you want to serve this in a bowl, because I put a loaf of French bread in the oven. I got it getting hot, and we want to make sure that we get plenty of our juice in our bowl, because we're gonna dunk that French bread.
Paula, you said you had shrimp 3 ways. What are the other 2 ways?
Right there, Michael. The
Oh,
boiled
my
and the
goodness.
fried.
Oh, some of my favorites.
Get you some.
I think I will.
Get you some.
Well, I heard you say you put 3 sticks of butter and then a can of beer. Was it light beer?
I don't know.
Because we don't want it to be too fat.
Well, then let's say it was live.
Okay.
And you see these are cooking nice and slow, so if it is...
Well, if they don't turn out, the other two are pretty doggone good.
Well, I hadn't even tasted the fried shrimp yet.
Well, they're good.
Oh, good.
They passed the taste test.
Good.
Okay, this is how you peel a shrimp. You take the top part first, and you peel it around
Part
like that.
closest to where the head was.
Grab the legs, peel it around like that. Then I pinch the tail.
So now,
Oh, no, you leave the tail on there.
I know it, but I pinch it so it'll come out of the tail.
Well, I do
You're
it like
making me
that.
talk with my mouth full again.
Oh. And then this is how you eat them.
Well, Michael, you've done a lot of shrimping
Oh, we did. When,
in your lifetime, because Michael lived on this, he's lived on this water his whole entire life. So,
when we were kids, Hank and I would go dragging illegally. And my mother got so mad, she said, you can't do that, that's stealing. Until she found out how many shrimp we were catching. And then she got
she said, good boys.
She got on board. We called her the sea hag. She would put
the sea hag.
She would put her shower cap on and say, best time to go is during the rain. That way we won't get caught. But it's so funny. She went from...
Now, what was dragging against the law?
well, you could drag for just so many shrimp, and we would keep running back and forth to the dock and get rid of them.
Those fried shrimp needed some salt in it. I forgot to put...
These are delicious here.
Thank you. I forgot to salt my panko. I just realized that.
Well, they won't go bad.
All right, so
Okay,
here's our French bread.
Okay, here's the peeling the shrimp again. Pull that part off, pinch the tail.
You're going to show them till they get it right, aren't you, Michael?
There you go.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break.
Oh, those look pretty good.
Look at that little old tiny shrimp. Okay, Michael.
Thank you. Look at this tiny one, Paula.
I know.
We used to catch them like this, and that's like 100-count shrimp, and we used to make, Mama would make shrimp creole or shrimp salad out of
How
them.
in the world did y'all get all those peeled, Michael?
Watch this. Look how good I am at it. This one is a little more difficult.
Oh, Michael.
You good? But here, taste how tender this shrimp is.
Y'all, this is a real
Taste how tender that one is.
tender as your mother-in-law's love. Y'all, this is a real sloppy meal. You need to wear old clothes when you're eating it. And serve some ice cold beer with it. And just stand around the table with your friends or your family, whichever ones you like the best. Oh, great grannies, that's good.
Well, this is a treat. I don't usually get them 3 ways.
I know.
Sometimes I'm lucky to get them 1 way.
Yeah. If you'll go get them, I'll cook them.
Well, that's the deal. Delicious.
You wouldn't ever think about putting Italian seasoning in there, but I could definitely tell. But Deen did tell me. She said it's Italian seasonings. Michael,
What?
thanks for getting these shrimp.
Oh, gosh, thanks for cooking them. We're a team.
I wish you were all here with us right now to try some of this
Well, maybe
caviar from the sea right out of our backyard.
give me a couple more minutes before we get everybody here.
Okay. Well, thank y'all for stopping in and visiting with me today. I always love seeing you out there. Y'all have a blessed day. Best dishes and love to each and every one of you out there that dropped in for a visit.
Bye, y'all.
y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.